In this video, I want to give you 3 simple steps to reducing financial stress. G'day TikTok fam, how you going? I don't know if you know who I am, but my name is Josh Redman. I'm an ex-financial planner who basically I help couples save crazy amounts of money in a short space of time. But today I just wanted to jump on and talk through, financial stress and kind of helping reduce that. Now, obviously we live in crazy times right now. The cost of living is going up and up, rents, mortgages, interest rates, all that stuff, grocery stores, all that kind of stuff is just going up and up and up. And obviously one of the things that does is it increases the financial stress that everyone feels. So I kind of wanted to jump on and just create a quick, really easy video with 3 simple steps to reduce that financial stress. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is what causes financial stress. Okay, now in my experience and the experience of my clients, there's kind of 2 major things that really contribute to it. The first one is not having any money in the bank. You don't have savings in the bank, you don't have that safety net sitting there, like in case something goes wrong, there's just nothing there. And the second thing is all about confidence. Now, this is confidence in a couple of different things, mainly your own ability when it comes to money and how you're managing it. Things might feel out of control. You're thinking, is it me? And the second thing is confidence in the tools and the methods that you have to manage that money. So what do we need to do? Well, basically, in a nutshell, we need to start saving money. Now, obviously that is a blatantly obvious statement, but stay with me for a little while. And I want to talk through the 3 things that are going to help you to start saving money, okay, and really start reducing that stress. The first thing is putting away your savings first. Now, obviously this is one that comes up time and time again, but the idea here is that when you get paid, put your savings away. Prioritize savings before you're spending. Now, the reason that I encourage that, if you're waiting to see how much money you have left before your next pay packet to then put that away into savings, I guarantee you without a shadow of a doubt that you'll find a reason to spend that money. You will spend that money on something you don't need. You will never achieve anything of significance with your financial leftovers. So we want to make sure we're putting away our savings first before we engage in any sort of spending. The second thing that you want to be doing, the second simple step, is starting to plan and review your money. This is a really important facet of the work that I do with my clients, is that I get them to sit down and have what I call like a weekly team meeting. So once a week, the 2 of them are sitting down and they're reviewing all of their spending, okay? They're looking through their bank statements, seeing where money was spent, to just do this massive review of that week. Then we start in small kind of gaps like that, because over time we get a bigger indication of a larger picture, but we start with just a week. I need to make sure that you understand that this is not for the purpose of guilt or shame. Okay, if they are the least motivating emotions. No point doing it for the purpose of pointing fingers. Okay, don't do that. It's a waste of time. What we want to be doing, and this is the sole purpose of this, is that we're raising awareness about where our money is going and the spending that we're engaging in. Now, the reason that we do that is when you start raising awareness, you become more conscious of what you're doing. You become, more intentional with the way in which you're spending your money. We raise that awareness because indirectly a byproduct of raising that awareness is a raising in our intentional spending, or becoming more intentional with our spending. And the second part of that weekly team meeting that we do, is all about planning. You sit down, now you have the opportunity to go, okay, so we spent this much on groceries that last week, I want to try and spend this much the coming week. We're kind of setting a standard that we'd like to meet this week when it comes to our spending. And the third facet, the third simple step that we're doing here, is I want to encourage you guys to just start small if you have to. One of the very first things I do with my clients is I get them to set what's called a savings baseline. Okay, now what we do in that space is this is them making the decision, okay, we're going to start saving, we're going to try this. Now, the purpose of the start small aspect or the savings baseline aspect is literally we're just seeing what we can do. All right, so the purpose here is that you might even start with just $50 a week. Like, I don't care, start there. And what we need to do is that as we do our review and planning as well in hand with this, we go, how did we do saving $50? And if it didn't feel like anything and it was easy for you to do, maybe it's time to increase that. Maybe go, okay, well, let's try 100. If you can't be trusted with thousands of dollars, how are you going to be trusted with millions? So I want to encourage you guys, start small and build on that. Start with a baseline and see how you go. But my encouragement as well on the back of this too, so those are the 3 simple steps, okay? The idea of putting away your savings first. The second one is planning and reviewing spending and everything that's going on in that space, and just starting small, setting that baseline, seeing how you go with small incremental increases to those savings. All right. Now, the encouragement on the back of that I'm going to give you guys is that don't wait until you're earning more to start saving. This is a massive trap that nearly everyone falls into, and it's that idea of just believing that you just need a little bit more. That's not true. You don't want to be in a place where you're confusing good income with financial independence. You know, when you get to that 150,000 plus per annum as a household, or that 250 plus per annum as a household as far as income goes, that's when you're no longer feeling the pain of having to pay the bills or rent or your mortgage payments, you know, and you're able to have what you want basically when you want it. Now, for a lot of people, they obviously, if they're waiting until they're earning more to save more, they end up in this trap where they're 250,000 plus per year, and they're just, you know, buying whatever they want and still not actually building wealth or investing in their future. It's human nature to spend every last dollar you make. So don't confuse good income with financial independence or financial progress. Like, honestly, it's delusional to believe that an increase in income is going to correct bad money habits or bad spending or borrowing habits. That's just not the case. So again, guys, that's the 3 simple steps to reducing financial stress. Is obviously start putting away savings first. Start planning and reviewing all of your spending that you're doing. Look over those bank accounts, okay? And the third thing is just start small. Set a baseline and see if you can push beyond that. You know, like I said, if it might be that $50 per week, I don't care. Start somewhere. And if you don't feel that 50, bump it to 100. If you don't feel that 100, bump it to 150. Just keep pushing until you start to feel that pinch. And then, you know, that is your baseline. If you want to know a little bit more about what it is I specifically do, join my Facebook group. And once you're in there, complete the Wealth Potential Calculator. Again, it's a fantastic free tool that shows what you could do in just 12 weeks. But let's get out there, let's reduce that financial stress and start doing what we need to do. See ya.